Hey guys, so today we're taking a trip to Italy, metaphorically, with one of my favorite dishes, and it's called acqua pazza, which means crazy water. Now this is a dish that's done normally with fish, sometimes whole fish, sometimes with a fillet. Today I'm going to do it with a black cod. And this is a really simple dish to put together. It's especially great at the end of summer when you have these beautiful cherry tomatoes and different colors of tomatoes and different shapes of tomatoes. So basically what makes the water crazy is that it has some wine in it, some fresh herbs, some garlic, some chili pepper, and this does wonders on the fish, especially on a white fish that doesn't have much flavor to begin with. This gives it a lot of flavor. So I first encountered acqua pazza many years ago, actually in New York City at a restaurant that no longer exists, but the dish has remained in my memory for the past 20-odd some years. Recently on my travels, I've been to different places in Italy, including the north and central Italy, and I've seen acqua pazza in all these different places. Traditionally, this is a southern Italian dish, but it's so famous even in the country itself that you can get it from north to south. So I want to show you my version of acqua pazza. It's pretty much close to the classic. I'm going to be using a white wine. In this case, it's a Hungarian white wine, but what makes it Italian is that it has a nice Vespa on the label, so that's good enough for me. But for this recipe, you can use any white wine. It doesn't have to be top quality. This actually is not, but it's a good quality white wine. And then I have my fresh herbs here. I have my rosemary and parsley, and I'm just using a few sprigs. I'm not even gonna chop anything, it just goes in there whole. I have my crushed red pepper flakes. I have my variety of tomatoes, and you can use any tomatoes for this. It doesn't have to be cherry tomatoes or plum tomatoes, but it's whatever is your favorite. And the base of the dish is an onion and some garlic. Traditionally, I've seen it done without onion, but I do like the onion flavor in it, so I'm probably only gonna use about half of this little guy. And then I've got my black cod here. So these are about 6 ounces each. So let's get started on this simple Italian classic, acqua pazza. I'm gonna preheat the pan to about medium heat. And meanwhile, I'm going to salt and pepper the cod. And for the acqua pazza, I'm going to use half of this small onion. And I'm going to cut the onion lengthwise into little slivers. So I'm going to slice up the garlic, which for this recipe I prefer in slices rather than chopped. Okay. And the pan seems quite hot, so I'm going to add the onion to it. But first, some olive oil. And now I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm reducing the heat just because I don't want the onions and garlic to burn. And in the meantime, I'm going to cut up some of the larger tomatoes. And the cherry tomatoes can stay whole. I just want some of these larger cocktail tomatoes to be in different sizes. I'm going to add the tomatoes to the skillet. And I'm almost forgotten to add the chili flakes, but I'll do that now. Make a little room for them so I can toast it a little bit. And I'm going to add my fresh herbs. my parsley and rosemary, and I'm going to open up the wine. And of this, I'd like about a cup. So I'm going to cover this and bring it up to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer and let it go so that the tomatoes burst and the onions get soft and the garlic gets soft, and then I'll add the fish to it to poach. So the tomatoes have been cooking for about 10 minutes and they've almost all burst. Now I'm going to take the cod and nestle it into the skillet. And I just want to reorganize a little bit here. Add some of the liquid to the top to moisten the fish. And now the lid goes back on and I'm just going to steam the fish right through. And our acqua pazza is ready to be plated. Okay. I'm going to add some of the tomatoes to the bottom of the dish and also adding the herbs. And let me carefully take out one of the fillets. And here's our finished black cod acqua pazza. So I'm going to go in for the taste. And I need a spoon to get at the broth. The fish is nice and tender. The herbs really awaken this broth, which is so nice and sweet from the white wine. And in the meantime, I'm going to pour some white wine for myself and for my camera guy. Cheers. Cheers. So, if you're interested in trying acqua pazza, this crazy water, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to cook a favorite fillet of fish. It could be any white fish that you like. You just have to poach it in this really delicious, flavorful, aromatic liquid. So let me know if you've tried it and liked it. Please like and subscribe, and thank you again for watching.